my website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Hey, just forgot about time and space there. There's something I feel a need to talk about again. And it is this misconception we have about what really leads to mastery when it comes to this instrument and anything else for that matter. It's because we have a misconception. We think it's talent. We think it's some kind of God-given ability, inborn thing that we, and it's not, but that's because we don't know what it comes from. It's like we think, we go to school and we learn something. We go to school for like 9 or 10 or 14 or 15 years, and then we think we've learned something, and we hold that up against learning to master this instrument. But that's nothing. School is nothing compared to mastery like this. Because you go there and you can dabble with it some days and you're not really into it, right? At least I wasn't. And they try to put stuff in your head that you don't really want to learn, and you learn some of it anyway because you're exposed to it for so long. And then some of it rubs off and but what are you really good at? Talking. Right? You're really good at talking. I don't know about writing because that's what you learn in school or don't learn. But talking, everybody does that. And you can do that on the most amazing level. You don't even have to prepare. You can just start blah and you make sense. Or hopefully you make sense, right? That skill is amazing. Most people, even when they have few words in their vocabulary, have over 2,000 different words. And they master them all. They can put them together like this, instantly. No hesitation. That's mastery. It's the exact same thing as being able to improvise or just play stuff, and it just comes out of you. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to prepare. It just happens. That's the same skill, the same ability. But just think about how much you've been speaking in your life, right? And you started when you was like 1 or 2. You started saying mom or dad or whatever, and then you build and build and build, and then you've been doing it over and over and over again. And when you're not talking, you're thinking. So you put words together absolutely constantly, right? You never stop thinking and you never stop talking. It's just right? That's the path to mastery. And everybody masters talking. Isn't that amazing? And it's one of the most complex things for the brain to conquer, really. And then you look at school and it's, you have, like I have English, I have math, whatever. You go in and out of it, do your homework reluctantly. That doesn't lead to mastery. Talking, or the way we learn to speak, is like an obsession. You focus on it all the time. All the time. You cannot stop focusing on it. As soon as you learn to put a couple of words together, your brain takes over. And then it just enjoys putting concepts together all day, which is called thinking. And you still do that. It's like a spasm. And when guitar playing and practicing becomes the same, you can't stop thinking about it. You can't stop learning new theoretical concepts and, tapping rhythms and thinking about scale shapes and chord shapes and thinking about every single chance you have to practice all day and spend time with it. That's an obsession, and that's what creates mastery, not talent. And even though some people have certain advantages over others, really, like he has, it's like he actually learns a little bit faster in this area. It's no excuse. So what if you have to work 20% harder or, wait 20% longer for you to learn it, right? It doesn't matter. It's no excuse. Just drop the story about some people being special and then stop being obsessed with what you can do. That's really the key here. But because we don't see that, we ask questions like, well, I can practice 1 hour a day, and for the remaining hours of that day, I never think about guitar much. Could I become a master? Of course not, right? I talked about that, in other videos, but of course not. It's not possible. Because, you have to have an extraordinary behavior in order to get an extraordinary result, right? And so everything that's not an obsession, and an obsession is something that people frown at. They don't like it. Stop it. Be normal. Be in the middle section here. Don't, it's human. It's really human for the pack. We're a pack animal, and we don't want to do something special because that we risk being rejected. You have to be like other people to be securely in the group. And if you're outside of the group, for millions of years, or at least a couple of 100,000, if you're outside of the group, you were dead. Right? So when you step out of the group, and when you start being obsessed about something, and people say, oh, you're annoying to be around because you always think about it, can't you stop talking about guitar? Right? You practice too much. You get complaints from your spouse, better half, whatever, from your friends, because you don't go out, you practice instead. You start having an extraordinary behavior. And that's what leads to mastery, nothing else. Simply. It's the foundation of it. So focus on, making people annoyed with you, basically, and start being obsessed about something. That's the only way to create that magic in your life.
Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.